right, another one indeed. A transformer has 300 turns. A transformer has 300 turns of wire in the primary coil and 30 turns in the secondary coil. Full stop. If the input voltage is 100 volts, the output voltage is dash. What does it mean? It means you are expected as a student having this kind of question in an exam, in a standard exam, to solve for the output voltage. Where's my chalk? To solve for the output voltage. And when you solve, whatever you get as the answer, put it here. That's what it means. Option A, 5 volts. Option B, 10 volts. Option C, 15 volts. Option D, 20 volts. And finally, not the last, not the least, option E, 25 volts. Very simple. Let's go. Let's go without wasting time. Solution once again. We bring out our data, all right? Our data will help us to know the information that the question contains, and then what we are expected to find. The one that is missing is the question, or rather the parameter we are expected to find in an exam condition like this. So, the first one is 300 turns of wire in the primary coil. That means number of turns of wire in the primary coil is 300, and that goes by this letter, NP. Number of turns of wire in the primary coil is given as 300 turns. That's it. That's the first thing here. 300 turns in the primary coil. Number of turns in the primary coil is 300 turns, NP. Now, 30 turns, only 30 turns in the secondary coil. In the secondary coil, we have NX, only 30 turns. Can you see that? Okay, before I continue, let me just ask a question. What type of transformer is this? Primary turns is 300, or rather, primary coil has 300 turns. Secondary coil has 30 turns. What does it mean? The number of turns in the primary coil is greater than the number of turns in the secondary coil. What type of transformer is this? Okay? Your guess is as good as mine. Of course, it is what? A step down. It's a step down transformer. When current comes, when it is powered at this point, it is stepped down. It's moderated, okay? That's what it means. This is a step down transformer. And in such a case, NP is greater than NX, all right? Okay? Or you can say that NX is less than NP. That is when you have step down transformer, okay? Transformer, so to say. All right? Let's just put it that to a transformer. Okay? That is it. But that's not our question here. Our question is to find the output voltage. So let's connect something very important. There is a relation there. There is a relation to use to solve this. And that is NX all over NP is equal to EX all over EP, where NX is number of turns of wire or coil in the secondary coil. NP is number of turns of wire in the primary coil, while EX is the voltage across the secondary coil, and then EP is the voltage across the primary coil. That's it. And which one are we looking for? We are looking for the output voltage, which is what? EX. So we make EX the subject, and it's done, and it's solved. Let's go. So we have EX is equal to cross multiplication. EP will move to this point, becomes NX times EP, right? Good. And what happens next? All over NP, all right? NP, that's it. The next thing we need to do here is simply to substitute. And when we substitute, this picture falls out, okay? We have NX. Where is our NX? 30 tons. Can you see that? 30 tons. We substitute there, we put it there. 30 tons. All right? Good. Our EP, what is our EP? Our EP, our EP is 100 volts. That's it. That's it. Say input voltage, that is 100 volts. So, we have times 100 all over. NP, where is our NP? Our NP is 300 tons. We put it there. And we have 300 tons. Good, good. Quite simple. The answer is already staring at us. We don't even need to do something else again. The answer is quite obvious. Quite obvious. So what do? 0 cancels out. And we are left with just 3 and 30. 30 over 3 is just 10. Okay? This is no problem at all. There is no problem here. This is not tough at all. This is just 10 volts. Where's my chalk? This is just 10 volts. 10 volts. That is it. That is it. 10 volts. Let me write this thing out because I don't know. Okay? That's it. 10 volts. So let's go back to the options given. Option A, 5 volts. Not it. Option C, 15 volts. Not it. Option E, 25 volts. Of course, not it. And finally, option B. Okay, I follow this way. Okay, option B is 10 volts. And this corresponds with what we solved or what we got. And that is the answer. Bravo, it's been solved. That is it. And by the time you continue to solve problems of different nature, of different kinds, and you are preparing for exam, before long, you develop some amount of confidence. Whichever way the question comes, you don't only know the topic is coming from, you can also solve it. That's what it means. All right? I'm signing out this moment. See you in my next class.